From KTVN, this is 2 News Nevada Evening Edition.
Glad to be with you, everyone. I'm Ryan Kennedy.
And I'm Kristen Remington. Thanks for keeping it here with us at 5:30. On this day 30 years ago, someone brutally killed Tina Huston in Sparks, and that person is still on the loose. Jaden Urban joins us here in the studio. Jaden, you spoke with her children. How are they doing 3 decades later?
They just want closure. Huston had 3 children. They were 15, 14, and 12 when their mother was beaten and choked to death. And the anniversary has the emotions bubbling back up. It was here at the Blue Gem Estates mobile home park off Pyramid Highway where 35-year-old Tina Huston was found brutally beaten in her home. It's been 30 years and the status of the case remains the same.
Investigators spend most of the day at the crime scene, searching for clues, fingerprints, anything that could lead them to the killer.
On October 28, 1995, Tina Huston was last seen by coworkers. The next day, she was supposed to pick up 2 of her kids from her ex-husband.
We drove by the house, or the mobile home, I should say. No signs, no activity, nothing.
On October 30th, deputies arrived to her home.
They knocked on the door but got no answer. Deputies then found an open window.
None of the doors were unlocked.
That's when investigators found her body. But 30 years later, there are still no answers as to what happened.
We're just looking for closure, really.
Will Huston was in high school when the killing happened. He was living in Northern California with his father after the divorce. It had been more than a year since the split up. The father was questioned about the crime.
As far as we've ever been told, as far as the evidence has ever led to, there's no reason for us to think that he had anything to do with her death.
All 3 still have a relationship with him. Teresa says she believes he was the only suspect in the case. The son, Will, says that everyone in the family has their own speculations on who could have done it. We reached out to the Washoe County Sheriff's Office. Our request for interviews and a public records request were all denied, saying it's a, quote, ongoing investigation. But one retired chief deputy said that this is one that's difficult to crack.
All of these people, all of these cases live with me.
Tom Green is a retired chief deputy with Washoe County Sheriff's Office. He started looking into the case years after it happened, but had access to the detectives to get a feel for the case. He set out to organize the unsolved murders. This case in particular stuck out.
When I say it was horrific, it was really horrific. And it was one of the worst things I've seen as a detective. And so that's always stuck with me.
Green says multiple detectives worked on this case over the span. He says as time goes on, the case becomes harder to solve.
They're exponentially harder because memories fade, people die, people move, people's loyalties change.
Information as to what happened is hard to come by, but the retired detective thinks that there's someone out there who could help.
This case, I truly believe that there's someone out there that has information that would be vital to solving this case.
But so far, no neighbors have come out saying they saw or heard anything.
It's just hard to imagine that there's all those neighbors there and no one saw anything at the time. It was a brutal, violent murder, and how did no one hear anything or see anything?
The Huston family says they will continue to share stories of their mother.
I have a young 6-year-old child. Since my child came along, preserving her memory became really important to me. I don't want my son not to know his grandma.
They say things have gotten easier, but the emotions do sting.
It's not as hard as it was that long ago, but there's days, every few years that really hits hard.
The youngest wishes one thing had gone differently the last time she saw her mother.
I think I was frustrated that she was making me go out to my dad's for that weekend so that she could work the convention center, get some extra money. And I don't remember saying that I loved her that last time.
If you have any information about this case, no matter how small the detail, call Secret Witness at 322-4900. Covering Crime Beat, Jaden Urban, 2 News Nevada.
Jaden, thank you.